Hi everyone, Dr. David Kulla here with Synergy Wellness in New York City to review another low-level laser device. So we've had so many people commenting about lasers and what kind of lasers should they get, and these are all valid questions. Laser therapy, they're not all created equal, all these machines, and there's so much to know about them that I just, for you guys out there that are lay people, it's difficult to discern which is the right one for what you need. So I'm gonna try to help with that, and we've certainly done other videos on cold laser therapy, not only how cold laser therapy works, the ins and outs, the ABCs, all the way to the Z's on cold laser therapy. I've done a video on that. Make sure you watch that, because that's really informative on how laser therapy works. I'm not going to get too much into how laser therapy works, but I will say this, sort of a general synopsis of how laser therapy works. What it does is the mechanism of a laser light getting into the tissue, or near infrared light therapy. Near infrared light ranges in the 600 to 900 nanometer, 800 nanometer lasers. And the laser wavelengths, the diodes are measured in nanometers, right? That's the wavelength. So, you know, to penetrate tissues at different depths, okay? So that's what the different diodes, or the numbers, help us determine which depths. But it's not just wavelength that determines the depth. It's also the power and the surface area that you're treating. So there are a lot of factors just to make it more confusing. And then there's a lot of science, a lot of experiments that have contradicted some of this stuff. So more and more research has been done. But this is what we do know, that laser therapy, photonic energy, once it reaches the mitochondria, which are the building block cells in the body, once it reaches the mitochondria and it's absorbed by cytochrome C oxidase, this activates adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. And ATP production is important in the energy of your cells, all your cells, right? So that's the energy source for all your cells. And increased production of, it helps to increase the production of not only adenosine triphosphate, but reactive oxygen species, or ROS, okay? And this helps in so many different functions in the body, and it basically speeds up the healing process, speeds up your ability to reduce inflammation and heal and repair. Now, it really depends on the tissue that you're using. Typically, every laser is different in the wattage, super pulse versus regular lasers or continuous lasers. And I'm not gonna get too into that. I've done another video or videos on that subject. I'm here to review this product right here, the Wellue laser. Now, I've done other lasers and reviewed other ones, and you'll notice on one of them, it didn't even have the name of the laser on the laser, or on the box for that matter. It didn't even have the brand name. That worries me. I mean, that's kind of like a red flag as it is, right, from the start. But this laser comes with glasses. And again, here is the name of the company, Wellue, W-E-L-L-U-E, and that's their website. So you can find this laser for about $369 on their website. And if I have any discounts or anything like that, I will certainly leave those discount codes in my description of the video. So comes with glasses that you should wear. It comes with a small manual. The manual gives you a little bit of information on how to treat certain conditions, but it doesn't give you detailed information on whether to use the pulse setting, the high setting. So, you know, all of that you really have to try out on yourself, because a certain dose of laser at a certain wavelength can affect one person differently than the other, just to make things even more confusing. You're welcome. So, this laser comes with a charger, so you just stick it right in here, and it's got a USB wire you plug in, and then it has a silicone cover for the bottom. And what's nice about this is it's got a little hole here on the side, and you can put a Velcro strap through that hole. Comes with the Velcro straps here, so you can hold it to your leg. You can strap it onto your knee or your leg without having to hold it the whole time, right? Because some of the treatment times are going to be longer with this laser. Now, here is the laser itself. Again, the Wellue laser. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Now, This laser, what's unique about it is it has TENS. So for those of you that don't know what TENS or EMS is, that's electric stimulation. You ever been to a physical therapist and they put the pads on you, electric stim, right? That's what that is. For those of you that like electric stimulation, have been to a physical therapist and they put those pads on and you feel the pins and needles, right, under the pads, this laser has that technology. TENS is more to alleviate pain. EMS is more to build muscle strength or to deal with muscle spasms, okay? So it does have both. I am personally not a huge fan of EMS. Like if I have an injury or sprain, strain or something, I don't typically go to EMS first because I have lasers here in my office. So I go right to the laser first. I skip the EMS. But if you're someone that likes TENS or EMS, this is great because it's built into this device. So you just power it on right here. Okay, and you notice I kind of put my head away. I don't want to shine this in my eye. Now the laser lights don't come on until you hit start, but it's got a timer on it. As you can see here, you can just change the time, right? And now it's set to 30 minutes, and then it's got power levels. There's basically 3 power levels, and then the TENS has 3 power levels, okay? And this laser has 6 808 nanometer diodes. So 808 nanometer diodes. It's got 6 of them. It also has 6 650 nanometer diodes. What does that mean? Well, what that means is the depth is going to be fairly good with this laser, but if you're expecting this laser to really heal and fully repair tissue, like partially torn tissue or something like that, it's probably not going to do that because it only gets up to the 808 nanometer. But what this can be effective for is skin issues, psoriasis, eczema, even acne, but also trigger points in the soft tissue, inflammation trigger points, arthritic inflammation, pain. This will help with that, and I have been using this for the past 2 weeks. We've used it on a couple of patients successfully, so we have tested it out. Have I done extensive testing on this? No, but from what we've done for the past few weeks, and we see lots of patients in here on a daily basis, and I've used it myself. So this laser can be very effective for pain relief, reducing inflammation, muscle spasms, for thin joints like carpal tunnel, like in the wrist, a super thin joint. Also even for larger joints, but the treatment times are longer for this, and that's what you're saving the money on, right? So this laser has a maximum power output of 5 milliwatts per 650 nanometer laser diode and a maximum power output of 150 milliwatts per 808 nanometer laser diode. So the treatment times may be longer than what I do, you know, but what I really like about it is the first level of this laser right there, that hash mark there, right? And now we're on 2 and 3. But the first level is super pulsed. What I like about super pulsed is it doesn't overheat the laser, and then also you're not going to overheat the tissue, right? And yes, you can overstimulate the tissue, and you don't want to do that. That'll have a negative effect on your joint, your pain, whatever you're treating here. So you don't want to overstimulate. So I really like that super pulsed. I would suggest using the super pulse for a couple minutes per spot. When you start getting the second and third level, that becomes a continuous laser. And what happens with that is typically then the laser is constantly shooting photons into that area, and you can overstimulate tissue if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how long to treat. So in that regards, they don't give you tons of information. That's something I think you need to learn, how many joules per area, right? It all depends on what areas you're treating, the power output of the laser. So that's why I think the super pulsed is nice for the lay person and also doesn't overstimulate the tissue. So overall, I think this is a great laser, affordable price. I've seen it on their website for as low as $369. Again, if you want any discounts, just check our description, and any discounts we have, we can certainly give you that code down below in the description. But that being said, great laser for arthritis, inflammation, tendinitis, skin issues, and even neurological pain. So sciatica. things like that, carpal tunnel syndrome. This can be effective and it's affordable. I hope that helps, and I hope you guys go and check out the Wellue handheld laser device. It's light, it's portable, it's a 2600 mAh lithium battery, and it also has TENS and EMS, which is unique. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you guys so much. If you got anything from this video, or even if you just like this view of the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building, give me a like and don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate you guys.